So I was in a car and I was just driving. I can't think exactly where I was coming from, but the idea of time just kind of popped in my head. And for some reason, I started having this flashback. This flashback of when I was a kid, my aspiration and dreams, what I really wanted to do just kind of hit me at that moment. And it was weird because I think I was trying to go to the grocery store, and I was really supposed to be thinking about the groceries I was supposed to be getting. I had, like, you know how you go to the grocery store and you have a checklist in your head and you just like have your mind on repeat, and you're like, don't forget the milk, don't forget the eggs, don't forget the eggs. Remember, you need 2 cartons of eggs. I like eggs a lot, so I eat eggs quite a bit. But you kind of like remind yourself, don't forget this, don't forget that. Sometimes when you don't have your checklist, it's better to just have a checklist. But when you don't have a checklist, you kind of say it over and over, and then you count like, okay, 6 things. I got to remember 6 things. But instead of thinking about that, I started thinking about time and how fast time has gone by. I remember doing YouTube a long time ago, probably back in 2010, and I didn't even think of it like as in something that can make money monetarily. I thought of it as this was just a cooler platform where I can make silly videos, and I used to do like little music videos, and I was really big in martial arts, so I had like martial art videos and all that kind of stuff like that, and cool little highlights. And I didn't ever think of it as YouTube becoming what it is today. And thinking back, because I'm really pushing my Bad Break Gamer channel. That's my other channel. And I was just like, wow. Because, you think about all the other content creators, and those content creators, and you look back and just say, y'all started in 2008. Some of these people started like 8 years old, 10 years old, or whatever like that. And they had so much time to build a community, to really go in and trial and error, fix things, get their voice, practice their voice, practice their tone, practice their delivery, just get the practice in. And I was thinking, like, I started this channel, I started my other channel, my main channel, in December 2003. And it was after consideration and thought and watching a bunch of other creators do cool content, make and create cool content. And I thought to myself, like, I'm watching all this. I'm a creative person. I've always been that type of person ever since I've been a kid. But why am I not doing it? So I decided, no, enough is enough. I'm going to do it. And then it just hit me, because if I would have started a long time ago, no telling what type of community I would have at this point right now. No telling where I would be. And just time. And I started thinking about other things, like, have I been wasting time this whole time with my life? Has my life, and I'm not, this ain't like depression, or I'm not going into, when you start thinking about how, like, regrets and all that kind of stuff, things that you should have done better, how if I can redo that. I'm not talking about just so much like that in general. I'm just saying, just the idea of time passing by is just crazy. And it's better to just look at it as where you are in this present moment is where you should be. I can't say it's going to be perfect for everybody. I can't say the conditions are going to be the right conditions for every single person. But this is probably where you should be. And yeah, you can look back and you can wonder and you can wish to have started earlier and feel like you wasted so many years of your life. But I think different people have a moment in life where they just need to, and when I say a moment, I mean like a long moment, like a real long moment in life where when you're in that situation or whatever situation you're in, you need to live that out in its full. And I understand like there's terrible situations where people are actually in real bad situations. And I'm not talking about that so much. My heart goes out to those individuals, but I'm just saying like, if your life has become, I go to work, I come home, I watch Netflix, I sit at home, I'm alone, I eat, and I recycle this and maybe play a game or something like that and repeat that, for 5-10 years maybe that's where you're supposed to be at the moment. Because when you have that awakening and you feel like I want to do more, it probably needed to build up to that point. Some people may be slower to get out their comfort zone, and that may be where you are. I feel like at this point in this juncture in my life that I can't allow myself to just regret and wish that things would have moved a little faster, or I could have like changed these different things. I just have to see life for what it is. And yeah, if I decided to start my channel 3 years ago instead of like 8 years ago, then I decided to start my channel 3 years ago. I probably wasn't ready for it then. I probably needed to live out more things. I needed to experience more things. I needed to have that time to just see it, Sometimes you just have to just let it really, really marinate, like it's almost like if you're pulling out a cake out the oven too early, that never turns out right. It doesn't taste good. It needs whatever amount of time that cake needs to be baked before you can pull it out and for it to be fluffy and ready for consumption. And that may be for you too. I don't feel like like I said, I understand that people may not be in the best situation in their lives, and for those individuals that are in, really, really severe depression, mental health is real, like for real. You may need to really get counseling and therapy, and I hopefully like you can talk to somebody that can help you and guide you. But for the other individuals that are just in the need and seeking, that drive, that whatever it is to get them out of that rut, maybe it's okay to be in a rut. Maybe it's okay to be in a rut for whatever amount of time until you're ready. Everybody's not ready. And even the people that believe that they're ready, it's not 100% to start. Maybe it would turn into 100%. That's dope if it is, like if you like, I'm ready, cool, because you're going to have doubt. Doubt's going to always creep in your head. That little doubt's going to be on that side. Just anytime you want to do anything, I feel like I'm going to whatever, that little doubt's going to be like, are you sure? You are 34, you know that you got that knee problem. That you just, before you spend all this money, on something that you really want, that it like you just got out of credit card debt, or maybe that's pretty good. Maybe that part of the doubt is like better, like you don't want to get in credit card debt, if you can't pay it and stuff. But I'm just saying, like, I think it's okay. I think you should just do whatever it is, whatever you're doing, even if you feel like you're in a rut for a bit. It's okay. Because when you're ready to move on and level up, you will. We all do. When we're ready. When that decision is there, then we're ready to level up. And I feel like I'm ready to level up in my own life, my community, my Bad Break gamers, even though this is not the Bad Break Gamer channel, this is breakboardd. So this is my gaming, let's just say my casual talk and play, because some videos I'm going to be playing, but I'm not going to do what I do on my other channel. This is just going to be me just letting you guys see into my brain, see into my mind, just being chatty. Let me be a little chatty for a bit and not be consumed with trying to beat a level or a mission or anything like that. I just want to really talk to you guys. And I'm glad that I'm getting this opportunity to do this. Some people don't. I was very, very blessed to have great friends and family that support me in everything I do. And I can't just sit here and just let time just waste, because I really feel like, me personally, I can't speak for everybody, but I carry the weight of this on my shoulders. I feel like I carry the weight of, and I'm not just saying success, but I want to be successful. And I don't feel like I'm not successful. I feel like I am successful. My job where I work, I'm very successful in that, in that endeavor. My family, my friends, and the way that being with these family and friends and stuff, like they depend on me. I feel like that's a success. I don't have to, without getting too personal about every single thing, I feel like the things I do, I'm into a lot of different things, and especially when it comes down to training. I run, I exercise, I do high rocks, I do a lot of cool little different things and stuff. Oh, sorry. I do a lot of cool little different things and stuff, and I feel like I've been very successful in those junctures. But I kind of lost my train of thought. It's like I keep putting these alarms on my phone, and then they go off midway every time I'm making a video, and I have to always stop to cut my alarm off because I totally forget. But I do feel like I've been a success. But with that, I want something else, and that something else is a driving force. I feel like the goalpost has been pulled or pushed back, and I want to try to do this. Being a YouTuber, I think this is super cool, and I want the success that comes with that. And when I say carrying the weight of that on my back, because I feel like there are people, friends, family, other people, people that I don't even know, that are looking at what I do, what I say and stuff, and feel like, hey, I vibe with this dude. I relate with this dude. I connect with this dude. I want to see this person make it. And just like I would love to see, and I may not know who you guys are, but I want to see you guys make it as well too. And this is not just this super positive, uplifting type of talk and everything. This is just how I genuinely feel. What's wrong with that? I can't just genuinely feel this way. Like, is there a problem? Do we got a problem? So I feel like I said, when I say carrying on my back, because I do feel like I have a lot of individuals that's in my corner, and they want to see me be successful. So how could I personally sleep all day, be lazy, don't do the things I need to do, don't be at 100%, or at least try to be at 100%, when I have people that believe in me, and they have that expectation, the expectation that I set. It was what I said I wanted to do. So if I already presented myself and established that I want to do this, and then don't do it, what does that mean? That's a letdown. And yeah, you may let down people, but I don't want to let down in that way. Not in that aspect. This is something I can control. I can understand if it's stuff I couldn't control. Those things that I can't control, that's different. But this is what I can control. I can control creating videos. I could be a creator, you know, like what am I worried about? What am I doing? Like, why would I mess this all up? And that's just the way I see it. So every day that I wake up, I'm thinking and I'm motivated. And even when I'm tired, even when I just don't get enough sleep or restless, or, just the day before was just dragging, like I'm dragging because the day before was just heavy and just too much was going on. I say to myself, all right, okay, I know. Have you just say to yourself, like, I know? Like, you should say that when you feel a certain kind of way and it's like life is just heavy. When you wake up in the morning, just think about everything that you got to deal with. Just say, I know you, whoever you are, just say your own name. I know. And then your brain start thinking about, but what if, and just go like, I know, as you are getting up, brushing your teeth, getting your breakfast, if you eat breakfast in the morning together, maybe getting your food, get ready to go to work, getting ready to go to shower, get in the shower, wake up the kids, whatever it is that you're doing and stuff. Or maybe if you get up and go for a jog, just get your shoes and stuff. And as your brain is saying all this stuff, just I know, do your stretch and stuff, and just go, I know, like you, like if that other part of your brain needs to be, comforted. It's like you actually comforting the other part, because it's still you. You're still you, but you're comforting those thoughts because they do matter. It's not like, shut up, brain, shut up, thoughts. No. Those are your thoughts. That's how you feel. That's how you genuinely feel. That's what you feel inside, and it's real. Those feelings are real. You don't want to just flick them off and stuff, because that's how you really feel. But also, you got to understand that you may feel like this, but you got stuff to do. So by comforting, you just say, I know, I understand, I get it, brain, but we got to do this though. So while you whine in my head, not out vocally, you ain't got to tell your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your kids or your boss, your friends, like, oh, woe is me. No, you keep it inside. Just you deal with it in your head. So when those thoughts pop up, just cope with it. I'm not saying you can't talk to people. No, don't get it twisted. You definitely talk to people if you need to talk. If it's too much, if you can't. But this is when there's no one else around, when it's just you. So just let me clarify that. Let me get that clarified, So if it's just you, it's okay to comfort yourself in that way, but you got to get it done. You got to get it done, because if nobody else depends on you, you depend on you. I depend on me. So luckily I have other people that depend on me, and there's nothing wrong with having that. And if you do too, there's nothing wrong with having that. But mostly I depend on me. I gotta have my own back, as well as my family and friends and everybody else that I deal with, like even at work and stuff. But I gotta look after me. So it's cool. It's cool. You could be that way, but just know that you can't waste time, because time is just gonna keep moving on, and you'll look back before you know it and say, wow, look how much time just went by, and what did I do with it? And I personally, I don't know about you, and hopefully you do too, but I personally want to look back and go, wow, that's what I did with it. So do something with your time. I like doing this. I like making videos. So I'm going to make videos. I like gaming. I'm a game and make videos. I'm going to talk to my community, talk to my people. I'm going to open up and share, be be very, very open with you guys, and hopefully the things I'm saying and me voicing and just talking about the things that's in my head, hopefully, or maybe if it relates, cool, and if it doesn't, then you just got another perspective. But don't waste time. Do something with it. Enjoy.